important in life? How much do we appreciate each other? When you see a person close to you, you don't appreciate this person.
Hey. Good afternoon. This is Hercules, and I'm back. Today is Tuesday, and in Minnesota, if you live in Minnesota, you know what happened. We had some rain, and those rain became like a glass. And I saw on the highway we had a lot of accidents. Actually, the one was so scary. I saw a car under a big trailer. That tells you how much life is very tough. But you know what? There are things sometimes we can be able to work on. This one, today, I'm going to gear it towards people who own their homes. You've put that time, purchase the home. You worked on your credit. Maybe this home of yours, you get pre-approved. You bought it. Or maybe you've lived there for a while. Now you're thinking, you know what? I need to sell this home of mine. If you've ever been on my videos, you've heard me talking about maintenance or doing some few things on the home. And by the way, welcome to my channel. This is Hercules. And today we have a lot to talk about. We have things that we want to at least discuss. Knowledge is power. When you have knowledge, you have power. And power makes you to execute things. And when you execute things, you make more money. I laugh at people sometimes when they tell me, oh, I can't do this. Oh, this one I can't do. Oh, this is so difficult. When you see something is so difficult on you, that means it's a challenge. And that challenge, it's you who can fix it, who can change it, who can make it become better. Most of people tend to shy away from what they're supposed to do. Because why? You want easy way. I'm gearing this towards immigrants. You immigrants, you people, you took your time to come from wherever you came from, to come to look for American dream. You know the challenges we go through for you to get that called a visa. Then you get it. You land here. Maybe you land at your sister, your brother, your cousin, your friend, your relative, whatever the name is. And then you started taking off. I say you started growing wings. Now you start flying. Then you start flying, you fly. You get excited. You get into debt. You forget that maybe you had a mission to come and improve your life. So you start missing good things. Things like purchasing your home. That's a good thing because even if you live where, as long as you're responsible, you will pay somewhere to live in. Whether it is an apartment, whether it is a home, you will. Because even if you came to this country, you will not stay longer with the person you landed their places. I think you have experience. I don't even have to explain that. You know what it is. You know what's gonna happen after you've landed and now you're staying longer. You'll be like, hey, did you get a job? Yeah. Okay, it's time for you to go get your own place. And then you develop yourself. You come to grow now slowly. You start growing wings. You start flying. And by the way, I'm forgetting to tell you, we always have our live. Starting today, we have our live conversation on TikTok. Go to Hercules the Realtor. You will see us in that TikTok. And on that TikTok, we talk about these things we are talking here. So what I was talking about is you start growing wings. By so growing wings, I mean you get a job, you get your place, and then you start being independent. If you are a single person, maybe you see a beautiful lady, or if you're a single lady, you see a beautiful guy, a handsome, not a beautiful. And then so let me start hooking up and start becoming somebody. And then probably a family shows up. And then you have your own place now. And then what is the next stage? The next stage now, you will have to either purchase your own home. Mostly not purchase. First of all, if you didn't get a good education, you get education, you get a good job, and then you purchase your home. After you purchase this home, you live in it. American dream comes in, start coming true. When American dream comes true, and then you've lived here for a while. So what is next? And that brings us to our topic, which is the 5 kitchen upgrades that adds the most valuable to your home. That is what we are going to talk about today. We want to talk about these upgrades you can do to your kitchen. Because if you're thinking maybe you've lived there for a while, you want to upgrade, maybe you bought it when you were a single person and you got married, and now you have family, and now you want a bigger space. You're thinking of putting this property back in the market. So there are things that you have to do. They are little ones, but sometimes they can be costly if you defer them. So that's how it brings us back to our the topics, which is the 5 kitchen upgrades that are the most valuable, most value to your home. Number 1, your appliances. Invest in new high quality appliances is one of the best way to add value to your kitchen. Look for appliances that are energy efficient and stylish, as these tend to be the most appealing to potential buyer. If you are thinking of selling that home, there are small things that you have to do. And we've seen that the appliances adds a lot. It might be not so much to buy an appliance, but in the end of the day, it will add the value to your home. Wow. Because that will make people now want to purchase a home. Everybody wants somewhere there's something good and new. This appliance you purchased the home with, maybe the person who sold it to you also had purchased it long time ago, and now you're still hanging out with this. You've done your frying in there. You've done your barbecuing in there. You've done whatever in this appliance, and they're now old. It's time for you to replace them. Let's go to number 2, the countertop. Install a new countertop. This countertop, you came and found this home with this countertop. You've cut everything on top of it. It has all this kind of messy face, and you want to get a top dollar on this property. How do you go about it? It's time for you to replace that countertop. Countertops are one of the most important features in any kitchen. If your countertops are outdated or damaged, consider replacing them with newer, more modern material like granites, marble, or quartz. Remember, for you to get a top dollar, you have to invest in this thing too. It's not only when you're paying your mortgage, that's when no, you have to update some of this stuff. That countertop has to go. A new one has to come in. I'm mostly talking to immigrants, you fellow immigrants. You are the ones who think that we need not to do anything on it. It's time for you to do that, because if you have to upgrade it, then you have to improve it. Number 3, update your cabinets. What those cabinets? Those cabinets. All your frying that you've been doing every day. You fry this, you fry that. With us, we fry a lot of things. And remember that oil keeps on flowing in the hair and sticks on the cabinet. The cabinet now is changing the color. If it was white, it's starting to become brown. If it was brown, it's becoming now black. And you want to have a top dollar on this property. Remember, everybody who's coming is looking first and foremost. There are two places they look for: kitchen and bathroom. They come and find that the color of the cabinet is changing. So cabinets can also have an impact on the value of your kitchen. If your cabinet are in good condition, you may be able to get away with simple coat or paint or new hardware. If they are damaged or outdated, however, consider replacing them with the new ones. Those hardwares on the cabinets, they're now turning to be black instead of being brown. The colors are gone. It's time for you to replace that cabinet. It's time for you to either paint it or like refurbish it so that it can look better, or replace it. Yeah, those are the only options that you have. It's time, because if you want a top dollar, you have to invest in it. Number 4, add a kitchen island. A kitchen island, for people who don't understand, is that thing that stays in the middle of the kitchen. It kind of adds the value. It makes the property looks more beautiful and nice. It's not that costly. I'm not a contractor, so I don't know how much it costs, but I can be able to find out if I have to find out. That highland, and that's where mostly you're gonna put some countertop. You're gonna put your countertop on top of it. So this is something, when you're replacing your countertop, you can be able also to do that highland. It's time for you to improve that kitchen. Don't think that kitchen is gonna be that just like that, and then you want a top dollar. You go on the side, you find a neighbor whose house is selling on a top dollar. How much did you sell? I sold it on this much. Oh, and mine also can. No. Yours cannot, because there are things that has to be done in the house so that they can be able to fetch that top dollar. Yeah, you can compare the homes, but remember the quality. What is in there? What is in yours? Because you've not painted it since you bought that house. You've not changed the carpet since you bought that house. The kitchen looks horrible. And then mostly with us immigrants, we like to fry. We fry a lot. We fry things. And remember, when you're frying, that oil keeps on going in the air. And that air, when it goes to the air, it sticks somewhere. Where? Cabinets, walls. Before you put your house in the market, you must prepare it. This is true, and this is real. And our people, as immigrants, we tend to forget some little things before we can be able. We go find our house. We want that top dollar, but we don't want to spend on it. You must spend on doing your house. Let's go to the final one, which is the number 5. Number 5, the last and not the least. Improve your lighting. The kitchen. Are you able to even sit on your kitchen and read something if you want to read? Because people tend to leave their lights that they had in 19th centuries. When you bought that house, the lights are still there. The old light, them, they're still sticking there. And you yourself, you want a top dollar for this house. When somebody comes, let's say you get a realtor who's going to work with you, and then you walk in, brings people who are coming to see the house. They think they are in a museum. They are all the things that have been there that forever, because you've not changed. You'd rather be with a very expensive car. You'd rather live an expensive lifestyle. But you don't want to take care of your investment that will give you more money. All this I'm talking about, like a new car, a good clothing, maybe a good lifestyle. Those are just taking away from you, money away from you. But your property is bringing money back to you, because why? There's what we call appreciation of the property. End of the year, you do your tax. If you were, I don't know, I'm not a tax attorney, but you deduct some money, interest that you pay on this property. So this is bringing money into your pocket. But the ones that are taking money out of your pocket, those are the ones you're very busy on. They're the ones you are more focused on. It's time for us to change that concept. You have to think differently. You have to think differently. If we want to live a better life, we must learn how to invest. We must learn that invest. You don't have to have that big investment of, oh, I need to have this rental properties. I need to have this. No, no, no. Simple, small property you own. That is your investment. Take care of it. Improve these things. The 5 things we just talked about, that is kitchen only. We've not talked about other things. Why don't you work on those kitchen? Every summer, try to have a project. If you're handy, do them yourself. But if you're not handy, get somebody to take them care of. Because in the end of the day, they will give you money. If you took care of your property very well, I'm telling you, you will get some money. You will get some money that you never thought you'd get. Because why? As you are paying your mortgage, as you're paying it every month consistently, you're paying your debt down. You're paying that the mortgage you have down, and the appreciation also comes up. So those two will make you to at least have some money if you ever sold that property. So if it's something that is going to give you some cash, it's good for you to do what? To take care of it. Wow. My name is Hercules Otieno, and I just want to give you something that can be able to help you. You can call me. My name, 763-498-2650. Yeah, honestly, I'm an immigrant too. So I'm talking based on immigrant. As an immigrant, I know how we think. It's time for us to change how we think. If you want to improve yourself, change how you think. And we always will tell you this every now and then, because that is my job. We do it live on our TikTok. We do it live on our Facebook. We do it live also. We will start doing our live on YouTube, because our job is to educate you. And education makes you to have knowledge. And knowledge makes you to have power. And when you have power, you can do anything. Because why? You do it when you're confident. Otherwise, thank you very much. My name is Hercules Otieno, and I love you. I love you. I love you guys. You are the people who makes me be who I am. You improve me. With those critics I always see sometimes flowing down, I love those things. I don't care what you tell me, because the bottom line is you make me to improve myself. If you don't want criticism, then you will never improve yourself. Otherwise, thank you very much, and I hope to see you on our next video. Thank you.